Hello. No, wait, don't click out of this video. This is exactly what you think it is. It is a food prep video, but I'm sitting here editing and going, I don't have an intro for this. Nobody's gonna know what we're doing. I went to Walmart on a whim, got some stuff. We're putting it all away. We're food prepping, and I have 2 recipes for you. Stay tuned. Subscribe if you like these kinds of videos. I'll see you in there. We just ran to Walmart for a very quick haul, and I thought I would show you guys what we got. The very first thing is this gluten-free Jovial spaghetti. At our Walmart and any other Walmart I've been to, they don't carry Jovial pasta in any other shape. Well, you're about to see that, but what I mean is like penne, farfalle, like the bigger boxes. They technically still have like the same amount, but the bigger boxes of the short noodles. So this is where I get the long spaghetti. I get the short spaghetti on Thrive because we still love that stuff. I grabbed 10 of these today because I was tired of running out. So these are just cheaper than you can get them anywhere else at Walmart in store, not necessarily online. And then I grabbed the gluten-free egg tagliatelle. We really liked this stuff last time that we ate it. We didn't even eat it with a red sauce. We ate it with, I want to say like it was like a beef stroganoff type of sauce, and it was so good. Next up, we grabbed, like these could be grabbed anywhere, but they were in the next aisle over, and Derek was saying how the kids were just eating through all his work snacks. And this is one of his work snacks. He loves these chips, the Kettle brand backyard barbecue specifically. Cole likes them too. So I grabbed a couple of these bags just while I was there so I could avoid having to go to a different store again. Gluten-free lasagna. I grabbed 2 of these. Last time that I made freezer meals, I did end up using 2, so they're in a different package. I'm not sure if they're the same. They used to be in a big box like this, but they have been very good. They are just organic brown rice and water, so great for gluten-free lasagna and making freezer meals. Next thing that I got were several, you see a little baby foot there? Several of these boxes of chicken and maple breakfast sausage. This is by far Logan's favorite sausage in the morning, and mine too, honestly. We still grabbed the Amy Lou one from Costco and really like that one. It's cheaper than buying these, but these just have such a great flavor. That chicken and maple together is so good. They're fully cooked, but they are frozen, so you just cook them up in a pan for a couple minutes, or if you're running out of time, just in the microwave. Grabbed some of this Daya cheese sauce. This is also something I usually get on Thrive, and I didn't price match back and forth. I just saw it at Walmart and was like, oh, that would be great, because usually Derek likes a late night snack, and I make homemade sourdough soft pretzels and keep them in the freezer and then just warm them up for him. And then he dips it in this cheese sauce. Grabbed 2 of these Outback Barbecue by the Good Chris Company. These are like Pringles, but with better ingredients. Not the best ingredients, but better. And these, again, are the work snacks that the kids are just flying through. And then we grabbed a couple of things in terms of fruit. I usually don't get any produce at Walmart, really, unless I'm running in for something else and I'm like, oh, we're out of fruit, which is exactly what happened this time. So I grabbed a little bag of these mandarins, some organic blueberries, which were actually cheaper than the regular blueberries today. That doesn't happen very often, but pint for pint, it was cheaper to buy organic. And then we grabbed some red grapes. So now to put all this stuff away while I'm making dinner. Isla is asking for these grapes to be cleaned, so I'm trying to get that done. And then I realized, oh, we're out of cleaner. So this is where we keep our Force of Nature cleaner in. I've been using this stuff for over 3 years, probably close to 4 years now. And this is how you make it. I'm going to show you real quick. It's super easy. I've had this same device that they send you with in like the starter pack for those entire 4 years. It's never given up on me. And then this is just how I keep the little packet things. It is super cost effective. It's a very clean cleaner, and it can sanitize, clean, and disinfect, which is very rare in cleaners. Doesn't have a scent to it, and you're gonna see exactly how I make it. It's very easy, but I love that it's clean and actually cost effective. Like, these are so inexpensive and last you forever. You can see my pregnant belly in here, but the first thing I do is fill it with, you wanna fill it with filtered water up to the fill line. This is how it comes, and you just twist off the top. Logan's gonna do it. Go ahead, babe. Nice, yep, just twist off the top.
Do it fall off.
until it falls off. That's right. And squeeze it all in there. Dirt? I do see the dirt on our cabinets that I need to clean. Yes, honey.
This is my potion.
That's your potion, basically, huh?
That.
Oh, you have a shirt, sissy? I love that.
Mommy, when I dove it on my potion, I put it back into my body.
So yes, you do have that little piece of plastic that you are throwing away, but you're not throwing away an entire bottle every time. So then you just open up the back, plug in here, and press go. And then when it's all green all the way around, that means it's ready, and you want to try and put it away as quickly as possible. I should add, this video is not sponsored by Force of Nature. I just consistently get questions on what I use on our fruits and veggies specifically, like when I'm cleaning them. And I always have a link to this down in my description box. I love that cleaner. We've been using it for years, like I said. It's seriously one of my favorites. I'm surprised that more people have not come across it yet. But this jovial gluten-free spaghetti, oh, we've already gone through a couple boxes of these. But I try really hard to go through all the groceries like right when we get home and put them away as fast as I can. You can see that Derek is right there multitasking with me. He is feeding the dogs. And I feel like putting the groceries away right when I get home, it's always kind of been somewhat of a struggle for me just because it's like, oh, it's so tiring going to the grocery store and like having to pick all that stuff out and like use all that mental energy, especially when you're bringing the kids along with you. But I really hate when it sits out on the counter because then it just seems to sit out forever and then it accumulates. And I've been trying really, really hard to keep our flat surfaces clear. And that has been helping a ton with keeping my mind clear as well. I've been trying every night to have our island completely cleaned off, which is where our groceries would sit. Obviously, the non-perishable groceries are what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm just cleaning off our fruit tray here, getting that all set up to put the little mandarin oranges on there. These bananas, as you can see, were super ripe, and I had just made a really big batch of banana bread muffins, sourdough banana bread muffins, I might add, and they were so good, but we still have tons of them in the freezer, so we didn't need more. So what I actually ended up doing was peeling these, putting them on a plate to flash freeze them. And then after they were flash frozen, you can put them in a bag or whatever. But I actually just ended up using them right then and there to put them in a smoothie for myself and the kids. It was supposed to be a smoothie bowl, but then like the blender was not doing too hot and I had to thin it all out. Anyways, that is like a saga for another day. I have not been loving my Vitamix blender, which I'm so bummed about because I saved up for it for so long and it just doesn't do super well. But those bananas, let me tell you about the recipe in just a second here. And here we go. Our cleaner is ready. So I just used this glass amber bottle. These are from Amazon. They come in a 2-pack. I'll try and link them down below. Cleaner's ready. And that'll probably last us like a week. And then just to make sure that I am taking care of it, I rinse it out twice and then put it back. Okay, back to that recipe that I used for the smoothie with the bananas. It was so good. I made kind of like a chocolate peanut butter, I was going to say protein shake, but it wasn't protein shake at all other than the peanut butter. And basically what I did was I used the 6 frozen bananas. That's going to help keep your smoothies and smoothie bowls thick is when you use frozen fruit. So I threw in those 6 bananas. I did, I think about like 6 dates as well for a natural sweetener. You honestly don't need that, but I'm trying to ease my body into eating 6 dates a day, which is going to be coming very soon in pregnancy for me. I can't believe I am already 33 weeks. It is insane to me that I'm going to have a 3rd little baby. Anyway, okay, 6 bananas, 6 dates, some almond milk until it was thinned out to the consistency that I like, and I kind of just add it as I go, so there's not really a measurement for that. And then I did, you can do like a splash of vanilla. I don't think I did that this time. I'm trying to remember. I did a spoonful of peanut butter and then a big spoonful of cacao powder. Oh, and I also did some cacao nibs this time too. The cacao nibs were amazing in it. It reminds me of the Starbucks, what is that, Java chip, mocha, frappuccino, something like that, where when you're drinking it, it has those little bites of like the chocolate chips. I think they're mocha chips. I'm really not sure what they are, but I love, like, that's my favorite part of that frappuccino. I haven't gotten that thing in years. I think I'd be so sick if I drank that now, but this was a very good alternative. And adding cacao nibs to anything, I feel like that's a great alternative to it. So I have a little helper here. She's helping me wash the grapes and the blueberries. You can see her little hand poking in and out. And it's just one of my favorite things when the kids want to help me, even though, yes, it does take longer. But I feel like it's just such a great experience for them.
Eat it. Eat it.
Yeah, we can't quite eat them yet. We gotta spray them first and let them sit. I always really notice a huge tone shift like in our home if I let the kids help with things that they like to help with. And you know what? The skills that they're learning are just amazing for them. It helps them to feel like they're somewhat in charge, or not necessarily in charge, but like they have autonomy over their body and they can help and they are useful and they have purpose, right? Just kind of like how we as humans feel too. But they love to help, and even just getting them involved in our daily activities, I feel like they just really enjoy it. So if you can't tell by now, I'm making spaghetti with meat sauce, which pretty much ends up always being the meal that I make on food prep night. But don't worry, I have another recipe coming for you in this video. I thought I would show you our kid drawer. Well, maybe. So this used to be our drawer that we had like all of our plastic bags in just from when we moved in, like Ziplocs and stuff. And I wanted the kids to be able to get in here and get their own stuff, and it's been perfect. This is the lowest drawer that we have on our island, and we have all these replayed plates in here. We have so many because we got them as a hand-me-down from my sister-in-law, which was great. I've got a little bucket of their spoons, forks, knives, whatever they want in there. And then we have our bowls that sit right here and here, and any lids that we might need to the bowl. And it's perfect because they can get in it themselves. They can open and close it by themselves. Super easy. I am finishing browning up the turkey meat. I know some people would say this is like too much browning, but I love browned turkey meat. I don't know how else to say that. Like when it has a little bit of crisp to it, that is my favorite. So I just do some salt, that's garlic powder, and then some oregano. I really just do whatever I have on hand. And then you can mix it all together. If you season each layer of your food as you go, just like I salted the pasta water and now I'm salting and like seasoning the meat before I put it into the sauce, your food is going to taste so much better. And this goes for any kind of food that you are making. You want to season each layer. So even if you're making something and your base layer is of just onions, you're going to want to season those onions with just a tiny pinch of salt or pepper or whatever you're trying to season your stuff as. And it's going to take your food to a whole nother level. As far as how many times a week we eat spaghetti and meat sauce, it's at least once a week. I plan for it at least twice during our 2-week meal plan. I try to meal plan for 2 weeks at a time just to make my grocery shopping a little bit easier. And which I have not been thriving at lately, just to be honest. But we love spaghetti with meat sauce. And then another one of our ones that we typically eat once a week are tacos or some kind of taco bowls, something like that. I always have those siete almond flour tortillas on hand, but I'm so curious. Leave it down in the comments below what your guys' like staple meals that you always add in every week are. I would love to hear them. It's the next night and I am making dinner. So we're going to grab some brown rice. And the best way that I've found to cook this is just like pasta. So you pour it into a big pot with a rolling boil. I also add some salt into my pot. I'll mix this up, but I totally forgot to grab a spoon. And then I'll set my timer for like, I don't know, 30 minutes, something like that. And then see how tender it is. Usually it's around 30 to 35 minutes. And then strain it just like pasta. I had forgotten to defrost meat again for the millionth time. Thought that chicken would be quick enough. It was not. So I defrosted these meatballs, which are always my go-to if I have a short defrost time. And these are the pineapple teriyaki chicken meatballs by, I believe, Amy Lou. I think Adele's also has something like this. Anyways, just gonna cut open this package and throw them on a hot cast iron pan. And would you believe it? All I have are kid scissors on hand. So they're gonna have to do. Ow, they had it the wrong way. Okay. Okay, I strained my rice into my strainer, which happens to be this like mesh strainer so that the rice doesn't fall through. And then I'm gonna rinse it with cold water for two reasons. One, to get the extra arsenic off, and also because I did not rinse it before I cooked it. This is like the beauty of cooking it like pasta, is you can just rinse it afterwards. And two, to kind of stop that cooking process so I don't end up with mushy rice. Also, look how good these are looking. Amazing. I would even put some teriyaki sauce on top of them, but Derek does not like extra sauce, so we'll just cook them like this, and then everybody can dress their own bowls. And you have to be careful. I have these on really low heat. You can see this is my low. High is all the way over here. Really low heat, because the sugar in these will burn so fast, and then you're going to end up with disgusting meatballs. Okay, so for the adult bowls, we have the brown rice, we've got our mushrooms, and then we are going to do a couple meatballs on top of each person's. That one's Derek's, so I'll give him a few more because he loves mushrooms, so I gave him more mushrooms and more rice. Yeah. Eat it? Yeah, we're gonna eat it. These are what the kids' plates are looking like, just cut up meatballs and some rice. So this one is mine. We had some leftover broccoli, so I just heated that up in the cast iron. I did some romaine on mine too. And then this is the teriyaki sauce that we're gonna use. I get this on Thrive. It's really good ingredients. And I'm just gonna drizzle that. No, ma'am. She's trying to get the camera. I'm gonna drizzle that on top of mine and probably the kids, and then put on some sesame seeds too. And this is what mine ended up looking like. Bon appetit. Me again in my pajamas. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, leave a comment down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. I'd love to have you here. I love doing these videos. I feel like we get to chat a lot more, especially during the voiceover and all that. So hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye.